This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 99 Dodge Ram 2500 quad cab. It's a 4-door extra cab. It's an SLT, Laramie SLT. It's 4-wheel drive and it's a 5.9 liter Cummins turbo diesel. We bought it directly from a dealer. It was a trade-in, and because of the miles, they can't get financing for their customers. It also has a pretty big dent behind the driver rear tire, low. Other than that, it's pretty decent looking. The interior looks great. It has 211,000 miles. As you know, on a 5.9, it's barely begun its life. I have a shipper that drives a 5.9 that has 700,000 miles on it, and he tows a two-car trailer, and it's about the size of this truck, about the same truck. And it looks like hell, and he pulls from one end of the country to the other with huge trailer loads. 2 big trucks on the back of it. It's crazy. Anyway, this tire is a BFG all-terrain. The other 3 are BFG rugged terrains. So the tread pattern's different. My job is to point out what's not right and what is right. And I noticed that when I was doing my walk around here. All we did with this thing is put a gas door on it. That someone stole the gas door on it, and put a battery in it. And that's it. Sent it to detail. Like I said, it was a dealer trade-in. Most of our stuff is theft recoveries, but lately we've discovered, we've been asked actually by the dealers to come and take their high-mile diesel trucks from them because they can't get financing for their customers, which is ridiculous. That's why the banks are a mess, because they can't sell nice trucks with more than 100,000 miles. I bought a truck today with 100,900 miles on it, and because it doesn't meet their loan guidelines. Anyway, I see a little bit of a ding here. See a little ding here. That's what a rugged terrain tire looks like. Now the rugged terrain tires on this thing are really good rubber, so if you wanted to fix that problem and make that BFG on the driver front into a spare, it does have a brand new spare, by the way, but you could have another spare. You'd probably pay $200 for a rugged terrain, and then you would have 4 nice tires and 2 great spares. Here's a little touch-up stuff around the wheel there. Here's the passenger rear tire. You can see the depth of the tread there is pretty good. I mean, that's got to be 60%, 70%. Touched up things here. It's got a nice rhino liner, and it's a long bed. Looks like it's got the holes for a 5th wheel hitch that obviously whoever traded it in took that out. There's your brand new spare. Let me see if I can get a better picture of it. There you go. And there's the problem. I just put some paint on it so it looked a little bit better. But if you were to put a wheel behind it and push it out and then get some of that real wide chrome rocker molding, you might be able to hide that. It's below this part here. But we don't like to do that because it's a little deceitful, and that's a pretty significant dent right there. And it's better just for you to see it. Let me give you this angle here. There you go. I think somebody will be able to deal with that. I thought that was a pretty good idea. One of those really wide chrome pieces, rocker moldings would probably do it. Just a little bit of touch-up, or even like a fender flare that goes all the way around and then runs into a rocker molding. That can be fixed without going to paint and body, is what I'm getting at. A little bit of patience and time. There's a ding here and a door ding here, a little scratch here. All right, let me open the hood for you. All right, there's your fenders, obviously factory fenders. There's your factory fender. Nice to see that sticker. You know that that's factory when you see that sticker. That's on all of them. I see this condenser looks like it's new. So somebody probably had an air conditioning leak and put that on. We didn't do that. There's your sought after motor right there. It runs great. There's your codes and everything in case you want to look stuff up. Torque, axle 3.5 axle ratio, rear axle Spicer 70, front axle's a Dana 6. So there you go. We get that question all the time. What kind of front end? I'm not a mechanic by any means, but I've learned that that's going to be one of the questions on this guy. So it's nice to see that stuff there. See a couple little chips right here. It kills those salesmen at the Ford dealerships, Dodge dealerships, all of them. That when they see these diesel trucks to sell them as trade-ins, they know they can sell them right off their property easily. They look like they're being stabbed to death every time I drive away in one of these things. Get some financing, you know, or find some customers on the internet that have money. Internet's a big place, right? Yeah. This piece was falling off, which is another thing that they do. So we ran a little screw through there. So that's what that looks like. This cushion's okay. It's starting to get a little bit worn here. But it's still got enough foam in it to doesn't lean. Seats actually look like they're in really good shape. All right, let me get in here. Whew. Wait. There you go. Put the seatbelt on here. All right. Let's see. Let's look around. There's the passenger seat. That bell was for gas. Let's see, make sure that there's no surprises underneath this dash mat. I don't see any. These, oh, there we go. There's a crack right there. These dashes are famous for cracking. If you can buy a dash cap that glues right over the top of the cap for 125 bucks, I would just stick with this, with the mat on top, because that's going to happen again. See if we can find some mute. Oh, here we go. Power. I'm going to turn the power on if you want to use it. Alright, that works. The air is blowing ice cold. I mean, it's beautiful air in here. Let's see. Tow, overdrive off and on. Let's see if we can figure out. I'm not even sure how this works. Cancel, coast. So, well, it's got what appears to have, oh, there it is. It's on this side, but the lettering is worn off. There you go. So you got cruise. There's tilt. That tilts up and down. Check the windows. That window works. Let's see. That window works. Let's see. Let me tilt the wheel down some more. There's your cluster. That's what we're looking at. 211,762 miles. Turn the overdrive off or on. So that's what you got there. Boy, that air feels good. I've been doing videos all morning and this is the best air, which is kind of ironic. There's 4 low. There's your 4-wheel drive light. Let's put it into drive. Boom. That's if you'd like me to come over and move your home, just hook it up. That's reverse. Perfect. Put it in neutral. Let's go back to 4 low. Boom. Now we're in 4 low. And that would be a top speed of 5. That's a lot of torque. I'm sorry, to 4 high. That was 4 high. Let me go back to 4 low. Go back to 4 low. Put it in drive. Okay, yeah, that's 4 low. That's what that's supposed to be. Put it in neutral. That's perfect. All right, now let me try 4 high. Make sure that I got everything right here. Yes. Yeah, you could drive at speed in that at 4 high. And I can definitely feel the front wheels pulling. Let me put it in 2. Let me put it in reverse. Make sure that we have reverse at 4 high. And we do. All right, let me put it back into 2 high. That's there. All right. And the 4-wheel drive light's off, and we're good to go. All right. By the way, that transfer case was really smooth, very easy. I would say if you bought 1 tire and you were able to outsmart that dent behind the wheel, which I know I could, you would have a fantastic truck at a price that is real cheap. Anyhow, if you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay taxes, which are 2% city tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. If you're an Arizona resident, state tax is 7.1, Tucson tax is 2, so you're going to pay a total of 9.1% tax, plus a $250 dock fee. If you're from out of state and come here, you're going to pay $250 dock fee plus tax. 2% tax plus whatever your state is. If you're from Oregon or Alaska, there's 0. So you're going to pay 2% tax and a $250 dock fee. Just whatever your state tax rate is plus 2% is the tax, and then add $250 for docks. This truck is fantastic. I'm going to turn this thing around and stop it and go from a standing start. Let you watch it go through the gears. But I can already tell this is a hell of a lot quicker than the Ford I just got done driving with the air on. All right, so we're stopped. See that turbo kicking in? There it is. There we go. Beautiful shifting. Wow. Yeah, this is a really nice truck. Go with my creative idea for that dent, and you're going to love this thing. Please get a deposit in. Without a deposit, we don't have a deal. I don't want anyone disappointed. We have that happening quite often. We're selling a lot of trucks. I keep telling this story over and over again because it was brutal. We had a guy on a 2011 Tundra on eBay. We had an agreed upon eBay deal at $21,000. 7 hours later, no deposit. Guy walks into our shop, offers us $22,000 in cash, plus tax, license, dock fee, the whole bit, and we took it. And then the guy on eBay freaked out, called eBay, and by the way, that's for that. That bell is for the fuel. Had a cow. Well, you know, he didn't have a deposit. So please don't let that happen to you. We've had people make, you know, flight arrangements and everything. And then we sold the vehicle because they didn't have a deposit, and they have to cancel everything. It's just ugly. So let's just make it a real transaction. If you can't make it a real transaction, please don't bid. Don't even get involved. Okay? Anyway, it's a great truck, great running truck. Thanks for your time. Have a safe week, safe weekend. That's all.